Hi, I'm Jamie Leeds.
And I'm Ava Hediat.
And we're in 4th period romps, and we are doing Act 4, Scene 3!
Yeah.
Okay.
Macduff finds Malcolm at the English court and urges him to attack Macbeth at once. Malcolm suspects that Macduff is Macbeth's agent sent to lure Malcolm to his destruction in Scotland. After Malcolm tests Macduff and finds him sincere, Malcolm reveals that Edward, King of England, has provided a commander, Seward, and 10,000 troops for the invasion of Scotland. Ross then arrives with the news of slaughter of Macduff's entire household. At first grief-stricken, Macduff follows Malcolm's advice and converts his grief into a desire to avenge himself on Macbeth.
Let us seek out some desolate shade, and there weep our sad bosoms empty.
Let us rather hold fast the mortal sword, and like men, bestride our downfall birthday. Each new morn, new windows howl, new orphans cry, new sorrows strike heaven on the face, that it resounds, as it felt with Scotland, and yelled out like syllable of dolor.
What I believe, I'll wail, what no, believe, and what I can redress, as I shall find the time, to friend I will. What you have spoke, it may be so, perchance, this tyrant, whose sole name blisters our tongues, was once thought honest. You have loved him well. He hath not touched you yet. I am young, but something you may deserve of him through me and wisdom to offer up a weak, poor, innocent lamb to appease an angry God.
I am not treacherous.
But Macbeth is a good and virtuous nature. May recoil in an imperial charge, and I shall crave your pardon. That which you are, my thoughts cannot transpose. Angels are bright still, though the brightest fell. Though all things foul would wear the brows of grace, yet grace must still look so.
I have lost my hopes.
Perchance even there where I did find my doubts, why in that rawness left you wife and child, those precious motives, those strong knots of love. Without leave taking, I pray you, let not my jealousies be your dishonors, but mine own safeties. You may be rightly just, whatever I shall think.
Bleed, bleed, poor country, great tyranny, lie thou thy bases sure. Forgiveness dare not check thee, wear thou thy wrongs. The title is afeard, fare thee well, Lord. I would not be the villain that thou thinkest, for the whole space that's in the tyrant's grasp, in the rich east to boot.
Be not offended. I speak not as in an absolute fear of you. I think our country sinks beneath the yoke. It weeps, it bleeds, and each new day a gash is added to her wounds. I think withal there would be hands uplifted in my right, and here from gracious England that have I offer of goodly thousands. But for all this, when I shall tread upon the tyrant's head, or wear it on my sword, yet my poor country shall have more vices than it had before. More suffer and more sundry than ever by him that shall succeed.
What should he be?
It is myself, I mean, in whom I know all the particulars of vice so grafted, that when they shall be opened, black Macbeth will seem as pure as snow, and the poor state esteem him as a lamb, being compared with my confinedest harms.
Not in the legions of a horrid hell can come a devil more damned in evils to top Macbeth.
I grant him bloody, luxurious, avaricious, false, deceitful, sudden, malicious, smacking of every sin that has a name. But there's no bottom, none, in my voluptuousness. Your wives, your daughters, your matrons, and your maids could not fill up the cistern of my lust, my desire. All continent impediments would overbear that did oppose my will. Better Macbeth than such an one to reign.
Boundless intemperance, in nature is a tyranny, it hath been, the ultimately emptying of the happy throne and the wall of many kings. But fear not yet, to take upon you what is yours. You may convey your pleasures in a spacious plenty, and yet seem cold the time you may so hood meet. We have willing dames enough, there cannot be that vulture in you to devour so many, as will to greatness dedicate themselves, finding it so inclined.